Today we're going to do a beginner or essential abdominal workout on the foam roller. The foam roller is great to add a little challenge, and in this position that we're going to do today, it's also going to help you not tense up your mid-back and your neck. So you want to think of your shoulder blades and your neck being super relaxed here. You're going to take the foam roller behind the thighs, and you're just going to scoop your belly rolling down using your abdominals. And now we're gonna lift our hips. So you're gonna push into your feet, lift into your bridge, and then bring the foam roller to the back. So you wanna find the back of the hip bones and then down towards the tailbone, and that's where you want your foam roller to be on your sacrum. So if I lift up, you'll see it's at my lower back. You don't want it to be too high up where I'm there, or also too low where I don't have support across my hip bones. So right at that bony part of the back of your pelvis, your sacrum. And then we're gonna think of here, I wanna take a big exhale, and I wanna think of my arms sort of hugging a tree and my shoulder blades releasing a little bit. And then I'm gonna knit my ribs together. So this requires you to relax your breastbone and relax your back of your shoulder blades. A lot of times when we lie down, we try to squeeze our shoulder blades, we pop our rib cage, and then we're into our neck. So you really want to think of that softness. It will help too with our arms on the foam roller and not squeezing our shoulder blades. We're going to start with the right leg up to tabletop and then the left leg to meet it. So big exhale, dropping the ribs down. Flex your feet. Inhale, you're going to send both legs out, and then exhale, you'll bring them in. Inhale them out, and exhale them in. So again, as we go out, you should feel your belly, and then as you're coming in, you're feeling as though the breastbone is relaxing down and the ribs are knitting together. Right? So as you go out, you really don't want your back to arch, and then as you're coming in, you don't want to squeeze your shoulder blades, right? There's pops. You want this to be down and in. So inhale out, exhale in. You also, if you're feeling your back, your low back, you just maybe don't want to straighten your knees all the way, right? It's very challenging, and you don't really have to have your legs completely straight. And we'll come in, and then we'll bring our legs up to tabletop. This time you want to point your feet stretching through the tops of the feet. We stretch the right leg out, and then the left leg. So it's single leg stretch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Just a little connection of the heel of the hand on the foam roller. Then every time I'm exhaling, I'm pulling my belly down and in. My ribs are knitting, so you feel like the shoulder blades are wrapped around the front. And there's a real softness in my chest and my throat. Two more. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Great, you'll hug your knees into your chest. Now reach your legs up towards the ceiling. You're gonna turn out, toes apart, heels connected, and then we're gonna flex to open, 2 pulses, and then 1 to come up. So inhale, inhale, I flex, I pulse twice, and I come up. When you come up, your heels are pressing together, your tailbone is heavy. So I should feel inner thigh stretching as I open, and then I feel the inner thigh work and the outer thigh work as I close. Good, and then each time you're opening, you're trying to get just a little wider. 2 more. Open, open, and together, and then 1 more. Open, open, and together. Now I'm staying together, toes apart, heels connected. It's the wrapping of the glutes, right, inner outer thigh. My arms will stay on my foam roller, and then I'm just gonna really glue my heels together as I lower the legs down and then bring them up. So again, I'm only going down as far as I'm not popping my chest and my rib cage. Inhale to lower down, exhaling it up. Inhale and exhale. So you wanna think of lifting the legs from the hamstrings and the glutes, and that really challenges your abdominals, the lower that you go. So as you get stronger, you'll start to be able to go lower. So right here, you just maybe go down a little and up. Inhale and up, softening the breastbone and relaxing the collarbone. And 1 more. Good, and you'll hug your knees into your chest. Now you're gonna bring both legs up towards the ceiling. Sometimes you have to readjust yourself if the foam is moving on you. Flex both feet, send the left leg down, and we're gonna do our scissors. We kick, kick, right leg, and then we lift and kick, kick, left leg, and kick, kick. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Try to bring the leg up before you lower the other one down, and then that will help you stay out of your lower back, and it makes it a little less tugging on the back. So kick, kick, and I switch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Kick, 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 kick. Pulling the ribs down, keeping the chest relaxed. And one more kick, kick, and then left kick, kick, and hug your knees into your chest. Now, you're gonna just make sure that foam roller is at the lower back. And then we get to do a little stretch for the lower back, right? So we're gonna keep the legs in tabletop, and we're gonna rotate to the right and then to the left. And here, you just kind of trying to put pressure down into the back and just work out the back of your hips. So you should feel this across your hip bones, out your lower back. It shouldn't be painful, so you might need to reposition yourself. And then we're gonna just take both legs, gluing the inner thighs together, keep them to the right, and then you're gonna just circle around. Now here, this is gonna work out your glutes. Our glutes get very tight, so you should start to feel a little release there, or maybe a little pain. And then we're twisting. Now we use our obliques, we come back to the left, and we'll go all the way over, and just do some circles. So again, this is getting into that left glute, inhaling and exhaling, and then we'll reverse, inhale and exhale. And now we're gonna add a stretch. So we're gonna take that left leg down. We're still on our side, so again, you'll feel your glute, and then stretch the right leg out. So here, you're gonna feel your hip all across here, your IT band, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. You could stretch that right arm out, look towards your right hand, and just think about your abdomen pulling down and in and trying to stretch this rib to the floor. Now, you're gonna bend both knees, bring the legs together, come across to the other side, and then we'll straighten that leg down and this leg over. This time we're gonna look, straighten our left arm out, look towards the left hand, and feel like you're pulling your left rib down into the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more. Okay, now we'll come back to the center. We're gonna bring our legs back up to tabletop and then straight up to the ceiling. Cross your right ankle over your left, and you're gonna really use your hands on top of the foam roller. You're gonna bring both legs in, push into your hands, lift up a little, and then roll down. Lengthen the legs away, bring them in, push into the heel of the hand into the foam roller, lift up, and then roll down. So this is challenging the lower belly, and you may just lift a little today and come right back down, and that's okay. That's how you build your abdominals, and then you'll lower down. You'll come in, you'll lift up, and lower down. Now you're gonna cross your left ankle over your right. We'll bring the legs in towards us, and then we'll lift up, and then lower down. And bring the legs away. We bring them in, we lift up, pushing into the hands, and lower down. And just remember today, if you just pick up your hips an inch and right back down, that's still respectable. That's still building the strength in the lower belly. Good, and then one more. We go in and up, and then all the way down. Uncross your legs, bend your knees in. Place your feet on the floor, and then we're gonna just bring the foam roller to the arches of the feet. This is another nice abdominal series. So we're gonna just stretch our legs out and then bring your heels together, your toes apart. You wanna still feel that wrapping, your inner outer thighs wrapping. And then you're gonna just take your hands behind your head. Inhale, you'll take a deep breath, and then exhale, you're just gonna curl your head, neck, and chest up. If this is too challenging for you, then you'll just keep your head down. So you're gonna come up for a little bit more of a challenge, and then we'll bend the knees in, and then we'll stretch them out. So we inhale, we'll send the legs away, and then exhale, we'll bend them in. So you just wanna feel like your belly is pulling down and in, and you're working your abdominals a little bit harder each time. And then one more. Good, and then we'll lower back down. We'll take our hands, palms will face down, and our arms will come out more to a T. You're gonna move the foam roller to the back of your heel or just above your heel bone. This left leg will be flexed, and your arm will be pressing down, your ribs are knitting together. You're gonna bring your right leg up to tabletop, turn it out, and then you're gonna stretch it on a diagonal. We're gonna do some circles. You're gonna inhale, circle around, and stop. Inhale, exhale. So circle around, and you're just trying to work the hip, and then keep your ribs nice and knitted together, and your hips nice and stable. Good, we'll stop here. Now you'll go to the right and down and around. If you're tight or if you're weak in your abdominals, you just go smaller, so smaller circles. Down and around, and feeling your hip down and around. Ribs should be knitting together, and it should not be arching off of the mat, most importantly. And then one more. So we'll bring that right leg down, flexing the right foot, and trying to turn it in even. We'll bend the left leg, you'll stretch it out, turn it out, and we'll circle around and stop. So we circle around and stop, circle around and stop. And we're keeping the arms down on the mat, the ribs knitted together, and you're feeling that left hip work. Now we'll reverse. So around, down, and up. Inhale and exhale. Just feeling the ribs, back of the ribs should be connected towards the mat. Belly's pulling in and up. And then one more. Good, place both legs down. We're gonna hug our right knee into our chest. Bring the foam roller to the back of your left thigh. And then just try to straighten your left thigh down towards the floor. Just get a little hip stretch in that left leg. And then you'll switch sides. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Exhale. Great, now we're just gonna bring the foam roller to the arches of the feet, arms by our sides. And inhale, take a deep breath. On your exhale, squeezing your glutes, pushing into your feet, you're gonna lift up into a bridge. And then on the exhale, you're gonna roll your chest down, ribs, middle spine, and then your tailbone. Inhale, push into the feet, squeeze the glutes, tuck, lift up, ribs knit together at the top, and then exhale, I roll down. Inhale here, exhale, I lift up. So you may be feeling your hamstrings here. It's a little bit harder on the foam roller, and then exhale to roll down. One more, inhale, exhale, roll up. Now I'm gonna stay up, and I'm gonna try to move my feet out an inch, and then pull them in, and you'll feel the hamstrings working. Inhale back, out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale it in. Two more, inhale out, exhale in. And one more, inhale out, exhale in. Inhale, I lift higher, and then exhale, I roll all the way down. Hugging your knees into your chest. Then you're gonna rock up to sitting. We'll stretch our arms out, we'll flex our feet. Inhale, you're gonna think of reaching through the crown of the head nice and tall. Exhale. You're nodding your chin, you're drawing your tummy in, and you're gonna just lengthen forward, pulling the belly all the way into the spine. And then scoop the belly, and then articulate up, shoulders down my back. Inhale, I take a nice deep breath. Exhale, I nod my chin, I scoop my belly, and I round forward. And then I draw and I articulate up. Inhale, exhale. As I'm going forward, I should try to feel my hamstrings and my low back stretching, and then I articulate up. And that is your beginner foam roller workout.